Happy Friday. It is, I can't believe it's Friday already, and we are in September. So I'm just checking because I haven't done this in a while. Yes, I am. So I'm using an app, online app, StreamYard, and I'm streaming to two, what's it called? Two areas at the same time. So I'm streaming into the my Facebook group, Yoga How to Live Life, and I'm also streaming to my business page and CEO. So because of that, I might not be able to see all your comments. So, but if you're joining me, then do jump on and pop in the comments and say hi. Tell me how your Friday is going. And if you're joining me on my page for the very first time, do jump on and say hi and let me know where you're listening in from, because I always love to know that. And yeah, if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. So just to put things into perspective, and if you can hear me, let me know. I think I can hear myself. Yes. So this is the proposal moving forward. Some of you will know that a couple of months or so ago, I committed to doing 365, Facebook Lives, like on a daily basis. And it was on for two different reasons. One was to just as practice speaking to a camera. And the other thing was about understanding and just having a go with the algorithm of Facebook to see what was going to happen if I did a Facebook Live every day. And what I found was that the algorithm didn't really like it at all. And so I thought, okay, let me just hold fire and come up with a different plan, because it's also about serving you and giving you thoughts to think about, to muse over, or to answer questions that I've been, asked through my messenger inbox and things like that. So if you do have any questions at any time, do ping me a message. If you are in the Facebook group Yoga How to Live Life, then every so often I'll put a Q&A question, like a question up, which we did one this week on yoga poses. So you're very welcome to jump on there and ask me questions, and for those I will answer in the group. Okay, so this is the plan. Moving forwards. On my business page, once a week, I will jump on, and from next week, it will be on a set time. It'll probably be on a Thursday evening. That is what I've got planned at 8 o'clock, is when I will jump on and do a Facebook Live then, and just share with you some thoughts from my mat. It will also be like this, probably streamed live into the Facebook group as well. Then with the Facebook group specifically, I've already got a list of topics on my in my notebook here that I plan to share with you, that I've they're in response to questions I've been asked, in response to conversations I've had with people, etc. Okay. So what I wanted to do for this particular one, it's about going with the flow, because what I've noticed in the last week is that, I don't know about you and how you feel, but I certainly feel out of sorts once we've hit September, the end of August, and we hit September. I don't have kids, so I can't blame the kids. I do feel that people are feeling a bit frazzled, and whether it's because we've been under this immense pressure, we've been in a pressure cooker for like 18 months or so, certainly here in the UK and longer in other countries. Things are still so uncertain. There's, people being pinged left, right, and center, being tested for COVID, vaccination, not vaccination, kids going back to school, homeschooling, and lots of other things. So I just wanted to share a little bit today about going with the flow. And I call it kind of like the yoga, getting in the river of yoga, because for me, life is yoga and yoga is life. And when we're in that river, the river can take us to different places. Like if we completely surrender to it, we could end up going down, a branch of the river that we hadn't even thought about, or that we weren't even aware, or maybe we didn't even really want to go down that branch of the river, that tributary. There we go. English is not my first language. So, and this comes to conversation I see as challenging as it is. We all have challenges. For me, it's the universe giving us a nudge. The universe is telling us to just pull back, and is talking to us all the time, and things that present themselves to us are gifts from the universe, and a sign that perhaps we're going down the wrong route, that we should just pull back, trust the flow of life, trust that life has our backs, and go with the flow, that it's constantly guiding us, like a river does, as it flows the entire time. So you can either fight it and try and control that flow, or you can almost surrender. And that to me is one of the aspects of yoga that I believe is to be able and to allow myself permission to surrender and trust in the flow, whatever that might be for you. It's about maybe getting out of the driver's seat for a moment and be driven. And that's tough if you are the kind of person that likes to be in control. So if you are that kind of person, I would love to know, how have you found all of this? And when you hit a calm spot, we're still flowing. We still want to keep paddling and moving with the river. Okay, so a friend and my branding coach, Simon Jordan, he's got a book coming out. It's called Simplicity of Flow. Really beautiful, small book that really just sums up how I view the world as well. That it is simple, and we just need to trust it. Okay. So just to wrap up, I'm going to read you something here. So here we go. At a Native American gathering in Arizona for the 1999 summer solstice, a Hopi elder said, "There is a river flowing now, very fast. It is so great and swift that there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to the shore. They will feel they are being torn apart and suffer greatly. Know that the river has its destination. The elders say we must push off into the middle of the river, keep our eyes open and our heads above the water. See who is in there with you and celebrate. At this time in history, we are to take nothing personally, least of all ourselves. For the moment we do that, our spiritual growth comes to a halt. The time of the lone wolf is over. Gather yourselves. Banish the word struggle from your attitude and vocabulary. All that we do now must be done in a sacred way and in celebration. We are the ones we've been waiting for." And I just think that's so profound, right? And it's so beautiful. We fight, we struggle, we go, like we feel all this tension. when in reality, if we can just surrender and go with the flow, we don't need to look for anything. We don't need to look for anybody. We don't need to wait for anyone or anything. We are what we're waiting for, and we're already here. How beautiful is that? So just to wrap up this Facebook Live, get on your mat, push off, get in your canoe, your paddle boat, and push off, right? Push off from the shore and trust that the river's got your back. So thank you so much. And as I said on this, this will be a regular slot on my Facebook page. If you're watching this on my Facebook page, it will be a regular weekly slot. And each week I will share with you a different quote or different story that I have found useful and comforting for me in my journey through life. And in my Facebook group, Yoga How to Live Life, if you're not in there already, just look for it. You're very welcome there. I plan to do a regular Facebook Live in there where I will actually cover specific things. So I've written down topics like how much is too much, overcommitting, self-control versus self-mastery, when things don't go your way. So there are lots of things here that I've encountered myself, other people are encountering, or conversations that I've had with people. So that's where I will share more in-depth question and answer and shares in the Facebook group. Otherwise, in here, it'll be a weekly show. And the weekly show on my Facebook page will be on the Thursday evening, generally at 8 o'clock UK time. And the weekly show will be called Thoughts from My Mat. So have a wonderful rest of your Friday, wherever you are in the world, and a lovely, lovely weekend, and welcome in the summer. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching the replay, or hashtag actually, instead of hashtag replay, how about hashtag thoughts from my mat? And I will catch you soon. Bye.